I'm Marty.
And I'm Lil.
And you're watching After Hours at the Commodore. John Rowand was chief actor. He worked for Hudson's Bay. He ran the fort in Edmonton forever and a day. A hard and honest businessman, a legend he'd become. Until one day he up and died and his trading days were done. He wanted to lie in Montreal, 2,000 miles away. But the only way to get him there was row to Hudson's Bay. So they boiled his bones and pickled him with lots of rum inside. A barrel for a casket and they took him for a ride. So heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. Heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. That night the fire burned like hell, but we shivered in the cold. I swear it felt like Rowand's fist beating on our soul. We had to drink from Rowand's rum to stay alive and brave, but we corked the barrel tightly so the dead would not escape. So heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. Heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. By the time we saw your factory coming round the bend, the rum was almost empty, our wits were at the end. The barrel made an awful noise, it rattled and it moaned. We finally put him on a ship and freed us of his bones. So heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. Heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. John Rowand lies in Montreal, his final resting place. But every time I take a drink, I see his bony face. He's dancing on a barrel and he sings a wicked song, laughing at each one of us as we sing along. So heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. Heave on the oarsmen to ride the river flow, all the way to Hudson Bay to send John Rowand home. Send John Rowand home and send John Rowand home. Send John Rowand home and send John Rowand home. Send John Rowand home and send John Rowand home. Send John Rowand home and send John Rowand home. Arr, more rum. Thank you. I wrote this one after driving home from work. I would go down White Mud and then cross over onto Township Road 520, I think it is. And at that time, we're talking like in the 2000s here, it's fields. And it was cut fields and just far as you could see, these empty fields with stubble brown and bare. So got to thinking about farmers and, end of the season sort of thing. Down Farmers Road. There's a cold wind blowing across the prairie, hard frost in the air. I'm looking across this open field, stubble brown and bare. There was a time this field was mine, I combined every row, planted every seed that grew, but that was years ago. Down Farmers Road never seems to end. Farmers Road, it's harvest time again, and always one more field to plow, or fence you have to mend, working for that field of shining gold. down Farmers Road. Every year's a little harder, the mortgage and the drought. My bones ache with the weather, but I still want to get out into the field to check the yield. The boy's done quite a job. Must be something I can do to help him with the crop down Farmers Road. Never seems to end, Farmers Road. It's harvest time again, and always one more field to plow or fence you have to mend. Working for that field of shining gold down Farmers Road. Just an old man sitting in the kitchen, silence everywhere. It's hard to find the strength now just to get out of this chair. God damn this heart that failed to start one morning out of bed. They say to take it easy now, but I might as well be dead. Down Farmers Road, never seems to end. Farmers Road, it's harvest time again, and always one more field to plow or fence you have to mend. Working for that field of shining gold, taking one last crop before I go, then lay me down beside my field of gold down Farmers Road, down Farmers Road. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've been working on a group of songs that were inspired by paintings of Tom Thomson. And having been to the National Gallery of Canada, and in the back room of the Canadian wing, there's the 8x10 boards that group of 7 and Tom Thomson did in the field. And they're just stunning and inspirational. And, you know, how can they do this so close up? And it's just like blobs of color. And till you start backing up, and then it all starts to come together. And it's quite remarkable. And then if you look into the story, there's been lots of articles written and lots of questions asked about the death of Tom Thomson. In the spring of 1917, where he had gone up to Algonquin Park, and with the goal of painting one painting every day to document the progress of spring. And so there was still snow on the ground when he went, and somewhere in June, I think it was, he was discovered floating and drowned in Canoe Lake. And that aside, he was an avid, he supplemented his income with, by being a guide in Algonquin Park for people who like to fish and hunt and all that stuff. So there's just so much story there. And there's been quite a lot written about it. But we're going to play Take the Road Less Traveled, it's called. And this is sort of the opening track as he's he's in Toronto, he's thinking about, it's time for me to go. I got to get out of here and head up to Algonquin Park. And it's called Take the Road Less Traveled. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about the winter snow, thinking soon that I should go to see the hills that wander through my mind. It's hard to keep these brushes free from painting only memories. Time to ride that northern railway line. Pack the brushes, paints, and boards. Feel my inner strength restore. Take the road less traveled. Take the road less traveled to. Take the road less traveled to the north. Leave the city lights behind. Watch the moonlight on the pine. Midnight blue and silver sights and sounds. Listen to the blowing wind. Watch the leaves grow green again. Smell the spring rain falling on the ground. Watch the seasons changing there. Breathe the fresh Algonquin air. Take the road less traveled. Take the road less traveled to. Take the road less traveled to the north. I can see the distant shore painted on this wooden board. Maybe now it's time to say that I'm finally gonna stay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pack the brushes, paints, and boards. Feel my inner strength restore. Take the road less traveled. Take the road less traveled to. Take the road less traveled to the north. Take the road less traveled. Take the road less traveled to. Take the road less traveled to the north.
Thank you.
Thank you.